15th August is a sense of pride for India. As this day reflects the pride and marks a strong sense of patriotism and nationalism across the country. We celebrate Independence Day to remember our freedom fighters who sacrificed their lives to make our country independent. Firstly, Happy Independence Day to all of you. This is Shantan, and today this video will be related to some of the places for Indian freedom struggle structured in Kolkata. Today I will take you all through some of the places of history which are related to Indian independence. Though I have covered most of the places, but there might be some which I have missed. So if you know any, then kindly share those names on the comment section. And next time I promise I will cover those for you. So without any further delay, let's get started. Our first stop will be to the house of national legend Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose at Netaji Bhavan, Kolkata. For this you need to get down from metro station at Rabindra Sadan at gate 4. And if you are taking bus stop, drop at Sharad Bose Elgin Road crossing bus stop. From there, taking the opposite lane of PC Chandra Jewellers, just go straight and the house will be just at the opposite of Forum Mall. The residence is open from 11 am to 5 pm and ticket counter closes at 4:30 pm. The house is open to visitors on every day of the week except for Monday. The ticket price is of just ₹20. Videography is allowed in the ground floor, but the first and second floor doesn't permit photography and videography, where you will find the museum and his living room. The first floor has the room and has belongings of the family. And on the second floor, you will get a museum on Netaji's life and his life events. The house also has a library which is at the ticket counter. Coming here, you will get to hear many stories, including those of Netaji's famous escape. The bureau is run by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's nephew, late Shishir Kumar Bose's son, Sugato Bose. Shishir Bose was one who helped Netaji escaping from house arrest in 1941 when he fled to Berlin, taking the route through Afghanistan. The car which he used to escape is this. And the famous staircase you can see here is the one which was used by Netaji at 1941 to escape the British eyes and fled to Berlin. After that, he moved to Japan, occupied Southeast Asia by submarines, organized Indian National Army, and fought against British Raj with Imperial Japanese Army, as we all know. On 2007, Prime Minister of Japan, late Shinzo Abe, visited this house of Netaji. Do visit this place at least once in your lifetime to get more details on this greatest legend of Indian independence struggle. Our next stop will be on Raja Ram Mohan Roy Memorial Museum, which was once his residence. It is located in Machua Bazar. The address is provided in the description box. The residence is open from 11 am till 4 pm. The ticket price is ₹10 for Indians and ₹50 for foreigners. If you want to take videography, then you have to pay an extra ₹50. The ticket counter is on the right side of the entrance, as you can see. This grand house was once bought by Raja Ram Mohan Roy with ₹13,000. The residence has a library on the ground floor. And second and third floor has the museum. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a revolutionary personality of Indian history. He had contributed greatly in reforming the society and bringing positive changes among people. The huge collections of rare and invaluable books in the museum is now open for public and meant to be used for learning center. It also has several paintings and sketches, photograph sections from his writings on Hindu mythology and Vedanta. In this residence, he also hosted the weekly meetings of Attiya Sabha, the precursor of the Brahmo Samaj. Before his departure for England in 1830, he disposed all his properties in Kolkata except this residence. A visit here gives you a lot of ideas on the days of Bengal Renaissance and takes you to the period of history on reforming societies by this great personality, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. So next, we will stop at Jharsuchak Takurbari, the ancestral residence of Kavi Guru Rabindranath Tagore in Kolkata. Metro is easiest way to reach here. Get down at Girish Park metro station and from there a 5-minute walking distance. The actual address is provided in the description box. Jharsuchak Takurbari opened from 10:30 am to 5 pm on every day except Monday and government holidays. Ticket price is ₹20. For SAARC countries citizen, that is citizen from Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka, it is ₹30. For other foreign country, citizen ticket price is ₹150. You have to get an extra ₹50 for photography. Photography is permitted in the courtyard and strictly restricted on the first floor museum. The Light and Sound show at Jharsuchak Takurbari is an interesting depiction of the life of Rabindranath Tagore. The show is conducted in Bengali and English, all the days of the week except for Mondays and Thursday. Following are the timings of the show. The ticket will be charged ₹50. Also remember that there will be no light and sound show on Monday and national holidays. We all know the contribution of Rabindranath Tagore to the world of literature, and it is in this house that this exceptional poet was born, and where he spent most of his life and then left for his heavenly abode. This ancestral home was built in the year 1784 and now structured into Rabindra Bharati Museum, which is commonly known as Jharsuchak Takurbari in the local language. The Rabindra Bharati University is also located in the close proximity to the Jharsuchak Takurbari, and the university was started with the purpose of imparting quality education to the students. The first gallery showcased the life of Tagore and his works. The remaining 2 galleries exhibit stories about his family and other stalwarts of 19th century Renaissance Bengal. The museum also has the Japan Gallery, China Gallery, the US Gallery and the Hungary Gallery that explore Rabindranath's visit and relations with these countries. There are more than 700 paintings along with manuscripts, books and other antiques. It also has a section dedicated to old musical records. Come to Jharsuchak Takurbari and explore the history and lifestyle of such eminent personality. Next we will reach a palatial residence which has now broken down into every way possible. It is the place which was once the residence hub of nationalists. The conference club of the revolutionary leaders like Rabindranath Tagore, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Chittaranjan Das. Yes, it is the house of Raja Subhash Chandra Bosu Mallik, who was once an industrialist, philanthropist, nationalist and patriot. It is located in Wellington Square. I have provided the entire address on the description box if you want to visit this place. The place has now turned into a broken mansion. This wrought iron gate of building, which once opened to let in horse carriage and entrance path of revolutionary, now remains closed and desolated. Rumors were therefore calling this a haunted house by some of the people who stays nearby. Anyway, the house has seen some glorious history during the Indian nationalist movement against the Imperial British Empire. Sri Aurobindo used to live there in 1906, and Raja Subodh Mollik was one of his close collaborators. He was also in the extremist group in Indian National Congress and was involved deeply in the anti-partition movement of Bengal in 1905. It is believed that Raja Subodh Chandra Mollik, along with Sri Aurobindo and Charuchandra Datta, who took decision to assassinate Douglas Kingsford, the then district judge of Muzaffarpur, in which Khudiram Bose and Prabhulla Chaki was involved. The house now stands with a dumb witness to the glorious past. This huge colossal building was built in 1884. It is a 3-story mansion of pinkish orange color built in European architecture. This place requires restoration immediately, else we will lose another glorious history from our country. So on our way, aligned to this mansion, we found another house which was once the Bande Mataram newspaper office, found by Bipin Chandra Pal. Sri Aurobindo was later the editor of this newspaper. Both this house, that is Raja Subodh Mollik's house, and this Bande Mataram office was one of the most burning hub for revolutionaries at that time. Next we will stop at near the main gate of Writers' Building, where the assassination of Colonel N.S. Simpson took place by 3 Bengali revolutionaries, Binoy Basu, Badal Gupta and Dinesh Gupta, disguised themselves as Westerners to get inside the Writers' Building and shot the colonel. Writers' Building is situated at the center of the historic BBD Bagh Road. You are not permitted to visit inside. Let me share you some revolutionary details on this place. Simpson was notoriously known for his brutal oppression on political prisoners. On that protest, Binoy, Badal and Dinesh took up the charge to execute the Englishman on 8th of December 1930. After the execution, there was a brief gun battle between the 3 young revolutionaries and the police. Although the police managed to overpower the trio, the men refused to surrender. Badal Gupta immediately ingested potassium cyanide, while Binoy and Dinesh shot themselves point blank with their firearms. Binoy breathed his last in a hospital on December 13, 1930. Of the 3 bravehearts, only Dinesh survived. Convicted, he was sentenced to death by hanging for anti-government activities and murder. He was martyred on July 7, 1931 at the Alipur jail, aged 19. The day 8 December 1930 saw the 3 young men achieve immortality. This incident was one of the famous revolutionary chapter of Bengal contribution on Indian freedom struggle. Later the roads around the whole area is named after the famous BBD Bagh, that is Binoy Badal Dinesh Bagh. Next, we will stop at Shahid Minar, which is located just beside Esplanade bus stand. Best way to visit Shahid Minar is using metro and getting down at Esplanade metro station. No entry fee required. 48-meter high Shahid Minar was established in the year 1848. It was initially named Ochterlony Monument to honor Sir David Ochterlony, who served in the Nepal War from 1814 to 1816. In 1969, this Ochterlony monument received its new name, Shahid Minar, which means Martyr's Tower, to honor the sacrifice of Indian freedom fighters. You have to climb 218 steps to reach the top of the monument, from where you can savor a bird's eye view of Kolkata. But to visit inside, you will require Kolkata police permission. After 5 p.m. in the evening, the tower lights up and public access is blocked off. So here comes the end of my video. I hope I have provided some interesting places today related to our Indian independence. If you find the video useful, please do like and subscribe and hit the bell button. Stay tuned and we'll be bringing with more interesting travel and food videos on the upcoming days. Till then, bye bye and take care.